Here's my cards. Hello, my name is Jefferson, and my speech will be on violent video games and the aggressive behaviors that they cause in children. The Entertainment Software Center has labeled the video games for appropriate ages, telling the parents a little bit about the content. Some of the games, I have a few of them. This one is E-rated, which is for everyone. Then there is one that's E+10, which is for 10 years and up. The teen one is for teens and adolescents. And the mature audiences is 17 and up. One other one is the adult only, which is 18 and up, but I do not have one of those in the house. That one is really a bad one, and even adults shouldn't play that one. Parents are told what these labels mean when they read the back of the game before they purchase it. As long as they do what they're supposed to and give it to the appropriate age child, everything is good. But if they do not, and the child starts playing games that are too old for them, they become aggressive and have violent tendencies because of the games. Social scientists are saying that the video games are going to make a greater impact on the child than television or movies, because in the television and movies, they are sitting passively and not actively involved in the action that's going on. Whereas in the video games, it is completely interactive and they become involved physically as well as emotionally. There are 4 things that were stated for reasons as to why the games are becoming aggressive in the child. One of those things is that the interaction is constant. The child is playing the game themselves. The character they play, they choose the weapon that character plays. And when they kill people in the game, they're the one that's actually killing the people. That teaches aggressive behaviors and violence. The next one is that the games are repetitive throughout. And the more repetition that you have, the better learned the game becomes. That's the whole purpose of the video games, is to teach the children these things. Well, the other part of that is we teach our children repetitive things in order to learn their alphabet and their numbers and the things that they need for school. They are taught that it is a good thing, and so when they play the video games, they're very into them and they play them to win. The reward system is another thing that the games use, as we do with our children growing up. We use a reward when they do something good, like they do their chores, they do their homework, they pick up their rooms. We give them something for that. These games do the same thing. In order to advance from one level to the next, they have to get rewards. And if they don't get a certain amount of points, they can't go up. The higher up they go, the more games that the more fighting and battles that they have to play to get there. There again, all of these things are teaching aggression and violent behaviors. To get many studies have been done over the past 2 decades about violent video games and the connection to the aggressive behavior in children. There was one that was done by Gentile, Lynch, Linder, and Walsh, and they showed that the violent games over time increase the aggression. The more they play the video games, the more aggressive they become. They tend to get into more fights at school, combating issues with their teachers. Grades are dropping because the most important thing that has become to them is the game and not anything else. Psychologists Craig Anderson and Karen Dill, both whom are PhDs, have stated that the violent games are harmful because of the interaction that comes with it. Because when a child takes up the role of the character they're playing, they actually become that character. And today the games are being so technologically made that the graphics are incredible, and it's just like being in reality when you get on one of those games. You don't feel like you're in another world. You feel like you're in your own world, and you're involved into the game so much that you're in it, in the TV, playing the game with it. Mark Applebaum is the task chair for the APA Association, and he had over 150 research papers that show that the games are consistently aggressive and that they are bad for the children if they do not stay in their age group. The child is encouraged to do all this interaction, which they are done in school. Interaction is what the child learns from pretty much the time it's born all the way up, and the video games is just an incentive to continue the interaction. What started this whole thing in the first place was Adam Lanza, who was involved in the Sandy Hook shootings. He killed 20 children and 6 teachers at that point. Later on, it was determined that the boy was obsessed with playing violent video games, and it was thought that that might have been possibly part of the reason this happened. In conclusion, I want to say that violent video games are bad for younger children. There are age ratings on them. Keep the children in the right groups where they belong. Do not let them get out of that level. I can't stress enough how bad playing the violent, aggressive games are for a young child to grow up with that. I want to thank you for coming, and I make hope that you understand how serious this topic is. And please, please keep your children from playing anything that is out of their age group. Thank you very much.